St. Mary's Church, a towering Gothic structure in the heart of Detroit, has stood for over a century, a silent witness to the city's triumphs and tribulations. Its stained glass windows depicting scenes from the life of Christ bathe the interior in a kaleidoscope of colors. Generations of Detroiters have passed through its doors, seeking solace in times of need. But beneath the serenity of its sacred spaces, a darkness lurks. Whispers of strange occurrences and unexplained phenomena have plagued St. Mary's for decades. Locals speak of cold spots, disembodied voices and shadowy figures flitting through the darkened corridors. One tale speaks of a ghostly nun, her face obscured by a heavy veil, who wanders the church grounds, her mournful cries echoing through the night. The legend of the ghostly nun has cast a long shadow over St. Mary S., turning this once sacred space into a source of fear and fascination.
October 15, 1975. I stood before the imposing doors of St. Mary S., a chill wind whipping through the decaying buildings of downtown Detroit. The air crackled with anticipation, a palpable sense of dread hanging heavy in the air. I, along with my team of paranormal investigators, had come to St. Mary's to confront the rumors, to separate fact from fiction. Armed with our cameras and recording equipment, we prepared to step into the unknown. As we entered the church, the weight of the building's history pressed down on us. The air grew heavy, thick with the scent of incense and decay. The stained glass windows, once vibrant with color, now loomed like watchful eyes. The silence was deafening, broken only by the creaking of the floorboards beneath our feet. Every sound seemed amplified, every shadow a potential threat. We made our way down the main aisle, our footsteps echoing through the cavernous space. The air grew colder as we approached the altar, a palpable shift in temperature that sent shivers down our spines. We fanned out, our eyes scanning the darkened corners, our senses on high alert. The hair on the back of my neck stood on end, a primal instinct warning me that we were not alone. Whatever was lurking in the shadows of St. Mary's was making its presence known.
The musty smell of decay intensified as we descended the creaking steps into the church's basement. The air hung heavy with moisture, the stone walls slick with condensation. Cobwebs clung to every surface, and dust lay thick on the floor, undisturbed for years. Our flashlights cut through the oppressive darkness, revealing a warren of narrow corridors and cramped rooms. The remnants of the church's past lay scattered about, discarded furniture, broken religious icons, yellowed photographs of parishioners long gone. In one room we discovered a stack of old journals, their leather covers brittle with age. One entry, dated 1947, described the sudden and mysterious disappearance of a young nun, her fate never determined. In the center of the room stood a stone altar, upon which lay a single withered rose.
A bone-chilling gust of wind extinguished our flashlights, plunging us into absolute darkness. Panic threatened to overwhelm us, but we fought to remain calm, our senses on high alert.
The air grew heavy with the stench of decay, and a low, guttural growl seemed to emanate from the very walls themselves. We were no longer alone in the darkness.
Suddenly, a pair of glowing red eyes pierced the blackness, their malevolent gaze fixed upon us. A cold dread washed over me, the likes of which I had never experienced before.
The growl intensified, morphing into a blood-curdling shriek that seemed to reverberate through our very bones. We stumbled back in terror, our hearts pounding in our chests.
Then, just as suddenly as it had appeared, the shriek cut off. Silence descended once more, heavy and oppressive.
As the light flickered back to life, we saw her. A translucent figure, shrouded in what appeared to be a nun's habit, her face obscured by a dark veil. She hovered in the air, her glowing eyes boring into us, her presence radiating an aura of pure malice.
"Who are you?" I choked out, my voice barely a whisper.
The ghostly nun remained silent, her glowing eyes fixed on me with an intensity that made my skin crawl. She seemed to radiate sadness, anger, and an unspeakable sorrow that chilled me to my core.
I repeated my question, my voice gaining strength. "What do you want?"
The air crackled with energy and the temperature plummeted.
Just as I braced myself for whatever horror she might unleash, she vanished, dissolving into thin air as quickly as she had appeared. We were left in stunned silence, our hearts pounding, our breaths ragged in the sudden stillness.
The experience left an indelible mark on us, a chilling reminder of the unseen forces that lurk just beyond our perception.
The haunting of St. Mary's Church serves as a chilling reminder that some places are best left undisturbed. The veil between our world and the next can be thin, and those who venture into the realm of the paranormal do so at their own peril. The spirits of the dead, whether driven by anger, sorrow, or a desire for revenge, can be powerful and unpredictable forces. If you find yourself drawn to the allure of the unknown, I urge you to proceed with caution. Not all spirits are benevolent, and some encounters can have lasting and devastating consequences. Treat these places and the entities that reside within them with the utmost care, for you never know what forces you might unleash. The spirits of the dead are not to be trifled with. The haunting of St. Mary's Church stands as a testament to the enduring power of the unknown, a chilling reminder that some mysteries are best left unsolved.